Hey everybody! Is anybody hungry? Come on in to the Duck in a Pot Show!
Welcome back to duckinapot.com. Today we're making spicy steak chili, and we're using beer and chocolate in our chili. It adds a real depth of flavor, a real richness. And we're going to use a crock pot today to make our chili. And for our steak, we're using a New York strip steak. You can use just about any steak as long as it's lean and you cut out any fat. Let's start with our preparation. Start by chopping 1 yellow onion into a large dice. We like to keep a large dice because it's going to be in the crock pot for quite a while. We're going to saute the onions and then put it in a crock pot. And then 2 red onions, same thing, a large dice. We want large chunks because we're going to saute them first and then put them in the crock pot. So they're going to shrink down. And then we want to dice 6 garlic cloves. Same things, pretty large chunks. They're going to pretty much melt away. And now our chocolate. We use unsweetened baking chocolate, 2 ounces. Just chop it up into little chunks. And now let's look at our spices. We use 2 tablespoons of chili powder, and then add 2 tablespoons of ground cayenne. We use 2 heaping tablespoons, almost 3. If you want to make it a little less spicy, make it 1 or 1.5 tablespoons. Then add 1 tablespoon of cumin, 1 tablespoon of oregano, 1 tablespoon of coarse sea salt, 1 tablespoon of ground black pepper, coarse also, and 1 tablespoon of coriander, which we don't show here, but we add it. Now let's fry up some bacon. Take a pound of bacon, fry it up. We're going to use this pan multiple times. We're going to use the grease from the bacon to saute the other vegetables too. So once the bacon's done, take it out, let it crisp up for about 5 minutes, and then you can chop it into pieces. It can be medium to large chunks. Here we have Duckmaster Craig getting all that bacon chopped up. Now, in the same pan that you fried the bacon, add your 6 diced cloves of garlic, your 1 yellow onion, and your 2 red onions, and let that saute for about 5 minutes. Now take that out and put it aside. Keep the pan hot. We're going to use it again. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see what's happening here with Duckmaster Craig. What's he doing over here? Got it. Get it off. Okay, now let's look at our crock pot. We add 1 28-ounce can of Hunt's tomato. We add a can of tomato paste. We add 3 cans of green chilies. You can use mild or hot. We used hot. 2 cans of chipotle in adobo. Add your chocolate that you chopped. Add all your spices. Add your onions and garlic. And add your bacon. Then add your 3 bottles of dark beer. We use Modelo. It's a very good dark Mexican beer. Now put the lid on and let that start cooking on high. And while that's cooking, let's fry our steak. So in the same pan that you fried your bacon, put your steak in at high heat. We want to sear it on the outside well. It doesn't have to be cooked well. In the center, we're going to cook most of it in the slow cooker. So once the steak is cooked, slice it up into chunks. Get as much of the fat off as you can. You want it as lean as possible. And you want pretty good sized chunks, bite-sized chunks. And then get all that steak in the slow cooker. Stir it up. And then let it sit for 4 to 8 hours on high. And just watch it occasionally and stir it. Make sure that it doesn't burn on the sides or anything. You might end up taking some of the grease off the top of the chili. And then here's the finished product. That's spicy steak chili with beer and chocolate from duckinapot.com. Thank you for visiting.
Just right. Just right.
What do you think of that chili? Excellent. We got a little kick to it.
This is great. Chili should be spicy, right? That's the point. You nailed it. Tastes good. Looks great. Great meat too.
Yeah, New York.
New York? Yeah.
Yeah, it is
Taste it.
fantastic. We have a returning guest right here, Roger Johns, executive producer of Chasing the Moon Productions. My wife would say, don't film him while he's eating. Are you kidding me?